Alright, this question is get maximum in generated array. So you want to return an integer in array when you fulfill this constraint. So yeah, let's look at this. So we're going to assign 0 to 0, 1 to 1. And then for every iteration, you want to, based on your I increment on each iteration, right? And then you update the value. So based on this logic, like you don't need to think about it. Think about uh, the um, the pattern. Every single I you assign, and then you get you assign numsci, and then for 2 times I, and then 2 times I plus 1 for numsci plus numsci plus 1. Then you return the maximum in the array. So in this one, n equal to 7. So you don't need to look at this. This is not important. So n equal to 7. Every single iteration, you do these things. Do these things, and then you keep maximum the value yourself, and then you return 3. So yeah, let's do this. So uh, again, you need an array to store it. So nums new int, and it has to be n plus 1, including 0. And then nums 0 is already 0. I don't want to define it again. So nums 1 equal to 1. And I also need to know my operation. I need to know the maximum value, and I return the maximum value. And then for int I equal to 1. So again, 0 is pointless. We don't need to traverse 0. When I equal to 1, and I less than equal to n, and I plus plus, and then just think about this. If I times 2, which is less than equal to n, all right, I times 2, which is still inside nums length. You do this. Nums I times 2 equal to nums I. Okay. Another condition, we're not going to use else. We're not going to use else, because for every single iteration, I times 2 can be less than n, and also I times 2 plus 1 can also be less than n. So again, take this, and you can do the format yourself, but result will be math.max result, and then it will be nums I, right? Maximum integer in array. So, oh my god. Okay. Wait. So if I equal to, okay, so here's the problem. If n equal to 0, n is possible equal to 0, right? So if n equal to 0, you return 0. Okay, so it should be good. All right. Again, time and space. Space is this constant, right? Time is gonna be this all of n. So a little bit optimization for this one is we don't actually need to keep traversing until the end, right? We can cut down the value, or we can cut down the traversal by what? So this is 0, this is n. We can cut down the traversal right here, which is in the middle. So it's going to be n divided by 2. Why? Because every single 0 to I, so every single 0 to I between here, you are actually doing the what? The calculation from I to n. It's going to be n over 2 to n, right? So you do the iteration, I iteration from here, 0 to n over 2. In the meanwhile, you do the iteration to n over 2 to the n. So this is a trick. So we don't need to traverse to the n. So again, what we need to take away is this. So it has to be n over 2, and then you can start with 0, right? So nums I times 2 equal to nums I. This is always valid because we already know our the ending index is going to be n over 2, which is less than equal to n for sure. And then, but we don't know about the I plus 1, right? So I times 2 plus 1, right? So we need to check. So if less than equal to n, if I times 2 plus 1 less than equal to n, we do this, right? In this time, I'm going to type, so I times 2 plus 1 is equal to num psi plus num psi plus I plus 1. And then once you do this, and then you want to do the max here. And then it's not going to be I, it's going to be I times 2 plus 1. So you might be wondering that why didn't I use this? And then again, if you take this as example, so this is n equal to 7. 7 divided by 2 is 3, right? So 0, 1, 2, 3. So right here, if you just look at the left side only, you know the last value is the largest one. I mean the right side value is depending on your I traversal between 0 to n over 2. And then this list is not sorted, but from 0 to n over 2 is sorted, and the last one is always the largest one. I mean the last one is always the greatest one. And then you just maximize your result. So I times 2 plus 1 in I equals 0 to n over 2. So should be good. Time and space is still the same. Uh, this is base constant. Time, this is going to be n over 2, but consider constant is not relevant. Just all of n. Alright, see you later. Bye.